The scatter chart is a graphical point representation of data. To bind the scatter chart dashboard item to data, click the placeholder it contained in one of the available data sections and select the required data source field in the binding section of the invoked data item menu. The x-axis is a measure which contains the data item against which the x-coordinates of data points are calculated. The y-axis is a measure which contains the data item against which the y-coordinates of data points are calculated. The weight is a measure which contains the data item whose values are used to calculate the weight of data points. Arguments are dimensions, which contains data items that provide scatter chart arguments and used to create data points. A legend is an element of a scatter chart that identifies chart points. For instance, colored points corresponding to argument values. To customize legend options, go to the Scatter Charts Options menu and open the Legends section. The following settings are available. Show Legend specifies whether or not to show a legend. Inside Diagram locates a legend inside or outside the scatter chart. Position sets a legend position and orientation. Axes. Scatter chart X and Y axes are numerical axes of values. You can specify various axes settings to change the visual data representation. To access X and Y axis settings, go to the Scatter Charts Options menu and open the X-axis or Axis Y section. Here you can configure the visibility of axes, their title and grid lines, reverse the axes, etc. The following options are available. Always show zero level. Specifies whether or not the axis zero level is visible. If this option is unchecked, the visible axis range is defined based on the values plotted in the chart. Note that the Axis X section does not contain the Always Show Zero Level option. Reverse allows you to reverse the axis. If the axis is reversed, its values are ordered top to bottom. Grid lines allows you to hide and show grid lines for the axis. Visible allows you to hide and show the axis. Title allows you to hide and show the axis title. You can choose whether to use the default text or specify a custom string using the title text option. Logarithmic scale specifies whether or not the axis should display its numerical value using a logarithmic scale. The combo box next to this option allows you to select the logarithmic base from one of the predefined values. Orientation. You can rotate the scatter chart so that the x-axis becomes vertical and the y-axis becomes horizontal. To rotate a scatter chart in the Web Designer, open the Scatter Charts Options menu and go to Common section, then turn the rotated option on. Labels. The scatter chart can display point labels that contain descriptions for data points and provide tool tips with additional information. To manage the visibility of point labels, open the Scatter Charts Options menu and go to the Label section. Then, turn the Show Point Labels options on. Here you can specify the type of content displayed within point labels, configure label overlap mode, and set the orientation of label points. The following options are available. Show Point Labels specifies whether or not to show point labels for the current series. Content specifies the type of content displayed within point labels. You can select value, argument, series name, or argument and value options. Overlapping mode specifies the label overlap mode. You can hide overlapping labels or disable a resolving algorithm. Orientation specifies the orientation of point labels. You can set a default orientation or rotate point labels 90 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise. Position specifies the position of point labels relative to bars. Point labels can be displayed inside or outside bars. If you have any questions or concerns, contact us at support@logic.us or visit our support portal. Thank you.